Polychlorinated biphenyls, or PCBs, are chemical compounds that were widely used in coolant fluids in the mid-20th century. They're also persistent organic pollutants, which is why the United States banned them in 1978. General Electric versus Joyner concerns an electrician who tried to argue that exposure to PCBs gave him lung cancer. Robert Joyner started working as an electrician in the Water and Light Department of Thomasville, Georgia, in 1973. He regularly came into contact with the coolant fluid the city used in its electrical transformers. In 1983, the city discovered that the coolant was contaminated with PCBs. Joyner developed small cell lung cancer in 1991. Joyner sued General Electric and Westinghouse Electric, the manufacturers of the transformers and fluid, and Monsanto, the manufacturer of the PCBs. He argued that exposure to the PCBs caused his cancer. Joyner admitted that 8 years of smoking and a family history of lung cancer had increased his risk of developing the disease, but claimed that if he hadn't been exposed to the chemicals at work, his cancer wouldn't have developed for many years. At trial in federal district court, Joyner's experts testified that PCBs could cause cancer and that Joyner's exposure likely caused his cancer. The court ruled that this evidence was inadmissible because it didn't rise above subjective belief. It granted General Electric summary judgment. On appeal, Joyner argued that under Daubert, the trial court's review of scientific evidence should be based only on principles and methods, not conclusions, and that the district court had excluded his experts' testimony because it disagreed with their conclusions. The Court of Appeals reversed. It held that a court should apply a particularly stringent standard to excluding expert testimony, erring on the side of admissibility, and concluded that the district court had erred in excluding Joyner's expert testimony. General Electric appealed, arguing that the Court of Appeals should have applied only the traditional abuse of discretion standard of review. The United States Supreme Court granted cert.